Wait 1 second. Oh, here we got to turn this on. So here's the thing about creative ruts. So I think that it is very important to understand that as creative people, I think, all go through them. And I think that they're important to pay attention to and not force the issue. There was a video that I just watched on my phone last night when I should have been sleeping, but you know, we just lay down and we're just like looking on our phone, and you know, so I was doing that last night on YouTube, and a short came up, and it was a clip of Lauryn Hill, I think at a award show or something. I think there's a fox back there. I really like when I see fox, not foxes. Anyway, it wasn't a fox. It was actually like my shadow reflection. I mean, it was my reflection on the glass and my hands moving. That's what it was, seriously. And guess what? This all stays in the video because we're just doing it. We're just going for it. But my big thing was she talked about how she released her album, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, which is a certified classic album. I think anyone would agree that that's the case. And she said that after, you know, being in the studio to make that album and then going on tour and performing, there was no window of time from when the performance ended to when she started making the next album because the pressure was on. Like, you need to have your next album come out. And she said that the topics and the things that she talked about in her first and only album, these are lived experiences. These are things that she experienced in her life that she was able to turn into, you know, her art, right? Her music. And that's part of what made it so beautiful. And she said she made some good music, right, for her, what would have been her second album, stuff that she felt like people would listen to and they would enjoy, but it didn't have an opportunity. She didn't have an opportunity to like experience and live post album before going into the next one. And that's why, to her, that's the input that's needed. And that would kind of moved me a lot because I've experienced times where I wasn't creatively inspired for whatever reason. And sometimes when I try to force the issue and just like try to create anyway, maybe that's not necessarily a bad thing. I think creating is just good. You create, you make stuff, I think it's good. But I also think that sometimes it's important to take a step back and live and reset and do other things for some period of time and then revisit. And I've learned that like when I start doing it that way, I think that it's not impressive. What's the word? It's like really interesting and unique and special how going back to something afterwards, like I don't know what it is. It could either be new skills, but certainly new experiences. And those two things together in whatever it is that your medium is for creativity kind of spark something special. So that's the one thing that I wanted to share with you guys it was on my heart to kind of just talk about. Because as a creator, you know, I've been in this space now 6-7 years. It's pretty wild. About 6 years maybe, I think. And there's so much that I think we need to sometimes pause and say, wow, we are pretty incredible people, right? We're doing the creating, but we're doing all of the other things around the creating that's needed in this day and age in order to, you know, have people check out our stuff, because that's part of why we create. It's not the only reason, or maybe shouldn't be the only reason, but it's part of why we create. We want people who are into the stuff that we're into to check it out and listen to it or watch it or see it, and hopefully bring them joy and maybe spark creativity from, you know, for them. So that's what I wanted to share. That's what today's Here's the Thing video is all about. Just don't beat your head against the wall. Take a break when needed, reset, live a little, and see what that does for your creative output. I think you'd be surprised to see that it plays. This all stays in the video because that's what this is all about. Anyway, hope you have a great day. I'll see you guys later. Do me a favor, if you're watching this on mobile, check under the video, swipe, figure out where there's a button that says hype, and hype this video. It doesn't cost you anything. If you enjoyed it, it doesn't cost you anything, but I think it like triggers YouTube to know that this is a video that people are hyped about. Yeah. Have a good one. Peace.